My name is Terry Lynch. I'm with Oregon Ufology. I found myself searching for a passageway one day. And that passageway goes right across the complete section of the Cascades, which I'm sitting in front of at the moment. On top of Blind Peak. I want to make sure that everybody sees the type of things that we find in the process of research for ufology. I have located a couple that's sitting here on the top of Blind Peak. She's facing south. He's facing north.
The Middle, Cascadia Guides, alleged production, in conjunction with Alien Strand Films.
Hi, this is ASDP ufologist Jody Brown from Arizona, and you are watching Alien Strand Podcast with host Donald Ledesma.
AlienStrand.com, the official website. Alien Strand Podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Alien Strand Podcast. I'm your host, Donald Ledesma. Welcome to today's show. I'm just going to do a real quick test, and I'm going to talk about a few things, right? So I just switched over my computers. Hopefully, we're not glitching. If we are, please let me know. This is, I just want to make sure that everything's going to go smoothly. And so that way we can have these shows, and do a great job on shows, right? So just let me know if everything's out there. You can hear me. Everything's going good. Give me a thumbs up, on this podcast tonight. Don't forget to catch our podcast where we go audio. So everything that we do on Alien Strand, we do put it on audio as well. So catch us there on our audio on 26, 27 platforms. You can catch it iHeartRadio, all over the place. You can even ask Alexa, and Alexa will play Alien Strand Podcast for you. Okay, so just be sure to catch us there. And we always give a lot of information of what's going on around the world in ufology, and especially our last one. That was a more paranormal, right? So we do have a paranormal team that we do use, and and those guys are fantastic. David Aliff, Mr. Lightwing, and we have Justin Boone. We have a few people on there. And Sarah, I believe she's on there as well. Check them out. Go to our ASDP UFO-.com. Check us out there. Give them a shout out, man. If you're into the supernatural, give them a shout out. If you're having any kind of supernatural things that are happening in your house, or even if you're a paranormalist, okay, like you like to go out there and use your phone and your fancy apps and go out there and check out for anything that's out there. Go check it out. Give them a holler. If you want to be a part of our team, you can always hit me up or hit Mr. Terry Lynch up. We'll just do a quick interview with you. We'll throw you on our website. That way you guys can represent alienstrand.com, because you know why? We are global, man. We're global. We already have 103,000 downloads on our audio podcast. That's a really good thing. Yes. I like that. And it's because everybody's listening to the show, right? We have a lot of important things to say, not just myself, Terry Lynch. A lot of you guys are out there, very important. So, let's go ahead and I want to show you something, man, that came across the feed a few days ago, and it's going to be a real quick video, but I want you to see this UFO video that it's a guy, right? And he's got this show where he's on his motorcycle in a different country. I don't know if it's Mexico or Cuba or somewhere around there. And while he's talking, this UFO just passes right over his head, right? So, I want to show this to you guys because I thought it was pretty cool. Let me go ahead and put that on now. Let's make sure everything's working perfect. All right, here we go.
Carece mal. Ahí vea. Siempre me olvida el micrófono ahí pegado y algún día esto se me va a venir cayendo. Chao. Nos vemos en Pachavita. Asusta el clima. Amenaza de lluvia. Preciso cuando va a salir de la capilla hacia Pachavita, manitos. Vamos a ver cómo nos va. Que no llueva, que no llueva. Amenaza de lluvia. Preciso cuando va a salir de la capilla. Amenaza de lluvia. Preciso cuando va a salir de la capilla.
Wow. Is that cool or what, man? He didn't even notice that he caught that until he, went back and just started playing back his footage, right? Because that's what most people do when they're out there, checking out their footage after they start editing and putting their YouTube pages together. They want to make sure that everything's right. But when he went back, he checked it out. He noticed that UFO that flew by. That's a great, great shot. If you notice that, I cannot, it's just one of those things you're trying to wrap your mind around it. So if you go to our ASDP Alien Strand Disclosure Project there on Facebook, go find us there. If you want to be a part of that group, it's a private group, but sign up for it. Make sure you do all the questions. We'll get you on board, and you'll see a lot of this good stuff that it's not on a lot of the other feeds, but I like to throw it out here to you guys so you can see what's going on. It's awesome to show these kind of things because there's a lot of people out there that just don't get to see these cool things, right? Hi, Marsha, how you doing? Thank you. Hopefully we're not glitching, man. Let me know if we are. I just want to make sure that everything's going good. This is pretty much a nice test. I just love what I do, and I love what we do here with Alien Strand Disclosure Project. Marsha's a Alien Strand Disclosure Project, one of our reps as well. So hit her up. She's in California, man. She's in California. So she sees a lot of good stuff that happens out there as well. It's just one of those things that we have to get, the information and everything is we can. Don't forget, find us on Patreon. If you want to sign up for that, we have some free stuff on there. And plus we have some special stuff that we're going to be putting up now because we got the new system going. So that will be $5 a month. You will not be able to see any of that content here or anywhere else. It'll just be on Patreon. If you want to be, you want to help us out there, we'd really appreciate you guys for that. Don't forget, catch our last podcast. It glitched a little bit. I played it over a couple of times, but I'm going to throw it on audio. I'm going to try to clean it up as much as I can. And if you like that podcast, you like what we did with Spirit World, we'll do another paranormal. Let me know if you guys like that. We'll throw it out. We'll throw it on out another one again, man. I'm kind of tongue twisted, but it's okay. I'm excited. So if you like what me and Terry had to say, it's just one of those things that we just love to talk about different things, and we enjoyed talking about it. Me and Terry said after it was over, he goes, "You know what? I like talking about that. That was pretty cool." I was like, "Heck yeah, brother. Let's do it again," right? And we can't do it without you guys because you guys are the full support. Don't forget to watch the middle. We post this all over the place because this is actually a learning documentary as well. Not just what he found on top of Paulina Peak, but it's a learning thing, and it shows you how to capture UFOs up in the sky, right? And he shows you by the cameras. We show you a lot of video footage of people that are on there, So make sure you catch that movie, man. Give us a thumbs up if you can. Catch us on TCL now, We never thought we were going to hit the Roku channel, but you know what? We did. So great. And we start off with Amazon Prime Video. We're on Tubi TV too. Those are free deals that you can watch our movie on. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Save it to your favorites. That's what I did. Right. So, we got the middle two coming up already. It's in production. We have some beautiful people on there that, told their stories of things that were happening around them. And it's a lot of CE2 and CE3 things that happened to them, and they wanted to get their stories out. A lot of these folks had never had a chance to get their story out because they were afraid of the backlash, right? What do we know about that? We always talk about the backlash of what people go through when they tell their stories, the stigma that comes with UFOs. Oh, you're crazy. You're seeing little green men, yada, yada, yada. Well, wear your tinfoil hats. You guys can do that out there. No, I don't think so. We're already putting this stuff out there. It's all over the place. Where you guys help, we're able to catch a lot of these anomalies up in the sky, right? So how else are we going to do it? With you. We do it with you and with your voice, your videos, and everything that you have, because we are working for you. Just remember that. We try to do everything as much as we can. Now, which I love UFOs, as well. You guys, I love Bigfoot. Who doesn't love Bigfoot? But I'm not going to show Bigfoot today, but I will do it soon. I do want to show you these photos, right? So you let me know what you think about these two. They were posted about maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I just forgot to throw them up on the last one, so I'm going to throw them up tonight. So let's see what we got here. Now, we had a UFO just kind of hovering. Somebody happened to catch this out. It looks kind of sandy loam out there, so no telling if this is Arizona or a different country. So if you look closely, I'm going to just kind of blow it up a little bit more here. The photo on the right is the correct photo. Now, there's a program on that a lot of people like to download this program, and what it is, it's AI, and it kind of clarifies the image as much as it can. When you have a distorted image, so it kind of thinks it for you, and it makes it clear. So if you look on the right image on the right side of that UFO, there's something actually floating out there in the grass. So what the AI image did on the left, it tried to break it down to whatever it was. So whatever it is, it's by this UFO that's hovering, and it just AI couldn't put an actual like a line to it, any kind of defining images to make it look like a head, a body, or shape. It just kind of looks like something's almost like a scarecrow, right? But it's not. I'll actually post these on Alien Strand Disclosure Project if you guys are a part of that. Like I said, thank you, Bradley Powers, for extraterrestrial alien contactees, abductees, and believers. Go check out their group. Awesome group. Oregon Ufology and Research. Go check them out too, because we break these down as well. I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that we did, and that we're seeing right now, as far as the UFOs and things like that. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope it's a perfectly clear image you're getting here, a little bit better, right? Not glitching as much. So I had to use my Apple computer. Man, you have to have Apple. You got to have Apple, man. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. Windows is starting to go downhill for me. I like Windows. I just use all my programming with Windows, but I think I'm going to have to switch over. It's just, I had one. It was just sitting there and collecting dust. So I decided to bring it out, and here we go. So actually we're getting some really good images today with this podcast. Don't forget, Alien Strand Disclosure Project. Catch us there on Twitter. Or X now it's called. Check us out there. Follow us there, man. And give us some likes, share it with your friends, everything that you can, What more can you ask for? We try to give you as much details as possible on everything that we know about, ufology or supernatural or things like that. So next podcast, or it's going to be coming up, I'm going to have my special guest, Laurie Bodie. All right, Laurie Bodie. If you're watching tonight, we're going to get you going, girl. We're going to get you going on our show, because she was having technical difficulties trying to figure out, how this and how that. But sometimes it's just, you have to take your time. We'll get it. She's going to be on the show. She has actually had some visitations by extraterrestrials and also shadow people. So that's going to be a really interesting podcast. So if you guys want to tune in this coming weekend, and I'll try to get it out, sometime maybe Thursday or Friday, or maybe Sunday. Okay. So we'll figure it out. I'll throw it out there so you guys can see it, but don't forget, Laurie Bodie will be on our podcast. So we're going to have some really nice conversations, about everything, and especially dark figures and shadow people. What is it that I talked about before, that we talked about aliens and shadow figures, right? Usually a lot of people that that have extraterrestrial contact. I don't care if it's telepathy. I don't care if it's you're seeing it up close. If you even touch one of these things, you always get some kind of dark figures that pops out on you, right? So these are the things that we put together in the middle part 2. Okay, those go together, and these people, most of these people that are going to be on this next documentary are all going to have this same kind of process, right? So, when you're in close contact with an extraterrestrial, a craft, it doesn't necessarily have to be standing in front of an extraterrestrial. You end up having these kind of shadow figures, shadow beings, things that start following you around, in the house, things you see with the corner of your eye. Did you know that on your peripheral vision, they say, I think my wife read this to me, that your side of your peripheral vision is much sharper than it is in the front. So sometimes when you think you're seeing a shadow or something that went by, or, you say, whoa, what was that? Your peripheral vision caught it first. So kind of think about that for a minute. Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, you know what? That kind of makes sense. So yeah, that might be what's happening, to when we're seeing these shadow figures. But we try to figure out if ghosts and aliens are meshing together, in the same dimension. Possibility. It's because, how do these two things go together? How do they go together? And we tried to break it down yesterday and try to explain it to you. Unfortunately, we were glitching so darn much that you caught every other word. So, hopefully that we get to kind of catch up and recap a little bit. And that's what I'm doing here today. I'm recapping just a little bit on, what we talked about and, what a lot of people experience during paranormal activity or extraterrestrial activity, right? Because that's what people get. I want to share something with you just real quick before I go. It's called, I don't know if you can see this. See that one at the bottom? It's called Ghost Tube. A friend of mine, David, he's here in Corpus Christi, Texas. He does a lot of paranormal things. And check this out, man. It has a sound deal. So it's picking up all the sound of whatever paranormal you have out there. You swipe your screen, right? And it changes to different things, right? And this is the free version, man. You can't beat that. And it records all the words that are coming out of a ghost or whatever it is. So if you guys have a chance, download that, man. I wish they were paying me for that, but they're not. So, hey, check it out, man. It's called Ghost Tube, all right? Download it. If your iPhone, it's for your iPhones. Check it out, Ghost Tube. I hope you guys got a little bit of information today. I hope the test was good today that we got, because we have a lot of good shows coming up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for sticking around and for listening to me just blab just a little bit, because sometimes I just can't stop because I love what I do. It's just one of those things. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Marsha, for sticking around and watching. I don't know who else is watching tonight, but if you do, give me a thumbs up, man. Share our podcast, share this podcast, because we can't have anything better than ASDP, Alien Strand Disclosure Project. Don't forget, we're going to get some shirts made so you guys can wear ASDP shirts. Hey, man. I can't wait to get one myself. I'm still doing the Sasquatch thing. Check it out. My sister-in-law, my wife got this for me out there in what was that? Georgia. We were in Atlanta, Georgia. So they got this shirt for me. I love it. I can't stop wearing it. I don't care if it fades. I'm one of those people. I'll wear it for years. But all right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you guys later. I appreciate you guys just listening to me just for a minute. And I put a couple of things together and watching this cool video and watching the video of the UFO that flies by while that gentleman was recording everything that was happening, while he was talking about his trip. So we'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Until then, you guys have yourselves a good day. Have yourselves a good evening. And have yourselves a good night.
Romance in our hands, heaven's holding a half moon, shining just for us. Let's slip off to a sand dune.